Hi guys, Jake and Marisa back again for more live reactions to Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. Alright, so this has been a week.
It's been a week.
As I mentioned last time, last week was graduation, so I don't need to worry about teaching for the rest of the summer. However, on Monday I found out that I don't need to worry about work for a little longer than that.
Well, I mean, that depends.
Yeah, I don't need to worry about
work
here any longer. I've been let go. It wasn't due. There's no hard feelings on anyone's part. It's just,
something to do with the budget.
Yeah, they had to cut some people, and unfortunately, I was on the
chopping block.
Yeah.
He's not the only one that went though.
So I won't get into it too much, but just letting you guys know, because that means that our location will be.
We have to move again.
Yes.
Because we're living at the school.
Yes. So I don't know what we're going to be doing next, but
we will be moving.
We will be moving.
But Jake has a whole summer to look for another school.
Yes, and because I am leaving on the best of terms,
letters of recommendation.
Letters of recommendation, contacts, etc. My
Plus, people eat up the math and science teachers. They really do.
My bosses here are more than happy to help me find new employment. So these are all good things. It's just been a little bit of a shock.
I put so much work into this house. There's not a surface in here I didn't paint.
Yeah, pretty much. So So that's going to be adding a little bit of stress to the summer as I try to figure out what to do next.
But he's been editing, lots of editing.
Yes.
Like a whole minute of CG stuff.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of CG stuff. For those who don't make CG themselves, it has actually quite a bit.
Yeah.
He's been very productive at that.
I've been trying to dive back into DRPR, and that's been going pretty well. Little hiccups along the way, but you know what? I had a little bit more time this week than I was expecting. So I'm going to be focusing on.
My phone says it's time to do live reactions.
Good to know. So yes.
I think one of the things that's going to bite the most is not seeing some of the students we were looking forward to seeing next year.
It'll be a bit of a disappointment. So
if any of y'all are watching, we're gonna miss you.
We're
sorry we didn't get to say goodbye.
I'm sorry I won't be coming back, guys. Feel free to, I guess drop a comment below is when because my school email I'm sure won't be working in the fall. So yeah, if you guys can still see me here, it'll be okay.
St. Andrew and the one prone to standing in the street in front of my car, I'm going to miss you. I can't use real names.
St. Andrew?
No, King George?
St. George.
St. George! St. George and, yeah, they know me.
Alright, yeah.
Especially the one prone, why are you standing in the street?
But yeah, we'll be okay. Marisa obviously still has her job. We saved up a lot this year by virtue of not requiring.
Hey,
rent.
and there's an upside.
Yeah.
I get a new computer.
Yes, because I'm gonna need to. The laptop that we're currently running this off of is a school laptop, so I'll be returning that, and so I'll be getting Marisa's laptop, and she'll be getting a new one.
Because Jake has the desktop that he does all his complex things on, and I only run off my laptop, so he can use the lower-powered laptop.
Yeah, I usually just use laptop for writing scripts anyway.
Exactly. So you can use the 2009 laptop, and I will
schoolwork,
which
is a little bit. That's changing. So, anyway, so that's been this week. Honestly, that Monday was just a string of I won't even get into it, but I will say that among the numerous events that have transpired that day, I flooded the kitchen like within an hour of being like, it was just a rain and horrible day.
You didn't flood the kitchen.
The kitchen sink.
The kitchen sink did the thing it does with the pipe.
Yeah,
it had done that before.
Yeah, like a gasket blew or something. But
yeah,
I was wearing shoes, so I didn't notice it start leaking out
I don't
the bottom.
want to move again, and I did put a lot of work into this place, but there are some it's got some special things like the sink.
It's an old building.
And
it's a very old building. It
used to be a stable.
Yeah, like back in the late 1800s.
I think. The weird lump. I don't know if we ever mentioned the weird lump, but there's a weird lump at the back of the building.
It's an old stone retaining wall that they sort of built over and around. It's interesting.
Yeah, it turned out to be a stone retaining wall.
Anywho.
That's kind of cool, but also it's a weird lump.
So yeah, so in case people were wondering when I tweeted the other day why it was one of the worst Mondays ever, that's the reason why.
Oh, but you did manage to fix the situation with the helmet. You tweeted that picture out.
Oh yeah. No, that turned out to be a glitch with a different file, so I was able to do my helmet animations this week.
Yeah, because he found one that didn't go.
Yeah.
So we're back in business.
Yeah.
So that's going forward on DRP.
Yeah, and I've been getting myself into a bit of a new summer routine that I think has been working pretty well for me.
Nobody has ever figured it, because I told them they had extra bonus points if they could figure out what this had to do with person of interest.
Yes, still
they
nobody
still
yet.
haven't figured it out.
Okay.
There's another clue.
Yeah.
Well,
but in other more cheerful news though, we are recording this on Friday night this week, just
because I'm picking up overtime on the weekend.
So we decided to record a little bit earlier. So, although this will be released in 2 days, today, happy anniversary to my mom and dad!
And happy birthday to my baby brother!
Yay! So some good stuff happened.
Who probably hates me now for calling him baby brother. My younger brother!
Yeah, it's like, he's still like, full grown and married.
Yeah.
Anyway, because we're old people.
But he's 2.5 years younger than me, so he will always be my baby.
We're old people. Anywho. So, enough with all...
Yeah, let's watch Kyuranger!
Let's watch some Kyuranger, get some Sentai up in this business here. Here we go. Alright, uncomfortably close shot now. Dramatic. So... Here we have episode 17 of Uchu Sentai Kyuranger, Lighting the Dome of Darkness. Bing! What?
That's an interesting...
What just... Play. There it goes. Magical sound.
Lupus Blue.
Yep. Oh, poor champ.
Poor champ. Right. Oh, he's angry.
Yep. That Pixis Globe. I keep meaning to watch those episodes. I got 2 so far. Balance, really?
I have really never seen him this, like, energetic.
What, Garu?
Yeah.
Oh, we've seen him angry, but jumping over like that.
Like hopping over things like irrational angry. He's been like seething low angry, but he's never been like rah!
He kind of is in battle.
Okay, morphed, yes.
This is a nice little character conflict.
Hmm?
New Kyutama.
But did you see it's got...
Yep. The shining Kyutama. Kyuro.
It doesn't have a normal frame. The cute one.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Whoa. That's interesting.
You know what this reminds me of?
What? Gesundheit.
Aside from that. Did you ever read the Tripods trilogy?
Nope. But I like that right now Balance and Garu are having a character conflict. Oh, and that their Raptor and Balance's eyes glow in the dark. When the universe falls into cruel clutches, when its inhabitants are in sorrow, then, by the power of the Q globes, 9 ultimate saviors will appear to save the universe.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Kyuranger! Miyagata sora ni sate ikutsu hoshi ga andaru. Kaze kira nukute mushukusha kuru nara we go. Kono sekai ni wa sore sore tsutsuku mugen no sorai. Fureta toki mita toki bokura nani omodaru. Kangaete wakanai koto hazuzuku chuzuku space journey yaranai ryu toka sagasazu ni chirameki suzuchu your lucky star Kyuranger mihateru soto pachitake Kyuranger ginga level chuchu chunky star Kyuranger Kimi ga kiraki mirai mite mitai na Tobe, 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 tobe Tsukimoto oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and good luck.
Yes, I'm aware that I put Chu and Lucky Star together and got Chucky Star.
Chucky Lar. I can't. Whoa! What's up with their eyes? Are they all blind? Oh.
They're sleep deprived.
22 hours of daylight. That's freaky.
すぐまた東から昇るんです。夜になるのは空の黒いところに人工太陽が隠れる間だけ。
Okay, but hang on. Just because you have 22 hours of daylight doesn't mean you have to be awake for 22 hours. People who live in Alaska
if we don't
figure
work
that out.
during the day, you pay for it.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think they had much choice. Oh, he's apparently an invisible Malistrade. Huh.
Shidos.
Shidos.
Hurry up and apologize.
We have so many creative concepts behind the monsters this season. I really like it.
This also saves you from having to, make a soup.
Oh, I'm sure he has a suit.
I know, because they'll make him visible so they can defeat him.
Yeah.
I wish to.
But I'm more so, by virtue of the monsters each having their own sort of domains they rule over, they've really gotten creative in how they basically have their own personal reigns of terror. It's not...
So you're commending them on having so many different ways to oppress humanity?
Yeah. It's creative. You don't usually get to see that. All the monsters that we generally encounter are... That's beautiful. He lands on pillows because of course
That's not pillows. That's a futon.
Oh, well, fair enough.
They put them out on those racks.
Right, they air them out.
Uh-huh. Landed on a futon rack.
Oh, it's lucky neither. There you go.
And he landed in garbage.
Could be worse.
Could be recycling. Nope,
No,
it's garbage.
It smells bad. He can shut off his odor sensors.
Oh!
Oh, and he's got the sensitive nose because he's a wolf.
He's a dog.
Dude.
Oh, look, they put the futon back.
Oh, that's nice of them. But I mean, we've had for so long they've had them try to create creative attack types.
Oh!
Now instead of creative attack types, they have creative oppression types, which is very different.
You know, at least when they decide to figure out how they want to defeat
He's
this
got a
guy.
clothespin on his nose.
At least when they figure out how to defeat this guy,
Yeah.
they're going to be able to summon him quite easily.
Yeah.
Actually, it's so big that I think it's one of those same types of clips they were using to hold the futon on the dryer. It's not like a clothes pin, it's more like a blankets and futons pin.
But this is great that we actually have these two rather clashing personalities, actually.
They really are very opposite.
And we've
What?
never really highlighted it before.
What this string?
Oh, it's his cable. He's hacking.
Like he's getting the snot beat out of him.
Yep.
Seriously?
Are you really gonna keep doing this?
Stop antagonizing the invisible enemy!
He seems to be pretty good at it.
Or in the words of
Hey, it's the Shining Q
very
Tama.
awkward vampire campaign I was once in. Do not confront the Vazid!
I don't know what that is. Hey, Katara! He sent them the Shining Q Tama. That's nice. Oh, they're already there.
Oh, yeah, it is hard for him seeing Stinger all bummed out and guilty.
Thank you.
Kotaro's such a weird little boy.
He is.
But you know, every time I see this sort of thing, all I can think about is the psychological ramifications of being involved in this sort of thing when you're still a child.
This has actually been a rather nicely balanced episode so far. Which, yes, I know that it focuses on balance somewhat. Yeah.
Balance and
How are you not dead?
Lucky!
Oh, lucky.
And him. Garu.
Yeah,
It's
Garu.
Balance and Garu who are getting focused.
Yeah, a little bit more on Garu's side.
Once again,
We
Hami
spotted some more
is
Davis.
there for just a moment and then is not important again.
Yeah, Hami and Raptor are getting the short end of the stick on this one again.
Yeah, Raptor sometimes gets really good stuff though, so I'm just mostly all like, ugh, poor Hami.
Well, honestly, Raptor hasn't really.
She hasn't in a while, but she had some really good stuff before.
She had a great intro episode, and then she doesn't get to do anything.
She does a lot of stuff on the ship.
That's fair. Oh, he can catch. He could see the guy. So wait.
He's not invisible, he's fast!
There we go. Well, he is very fast.
He came from below. He's in the shadows! Shadows.
Interesting. Is he stuck?
Mm-hmm.
Really? You know, you do have kind of the largest of the mechs. Probably should
send one of the other Kyurangers.
like maybe the snake.
Yeah. actually, that makes some really good
Yeah.
sense. Okay. Because their nighttime is at the apex.
Yeah.
Jake, what happens at the apex?
It's behind the shadow.
Right. But in the real world, what happens when the sun is directly overhead?
That's noon. There are no shadows. There it is. Okay, makes sense. I mean, technically there still are, but there are fewer.
Well, here there technically are, but at
This
the
is
equator,
great. They're just insulting him to get him to come out.
But like at the equator, there actually really isn't. I saw this really weird picture of this stuff going on in a tropical area. Anyway, here the sun is really directly
Yeah.
overhead.
Yeah.
For us, it's never directly overhead.
Right. No, that's true.
When it's literally directly overhead,
Let's see what Balance has got planned
you lift
here.
your foot and there's a little one underneath. Once in cables and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But nothing contacting the ground casts a sideways shadow. Everything is a directly under shadow.
Oof. He
He's
can
not
find her when
invisible.
she's invisible.
And he can get her in the air. He's analyzing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's trying to figure out where he's coming from.
He's attacking each of them from their own shadow.
Well. Oh, okay. So they hadn't figured out yet that he was coming from the shadows. We'd already figured that out. But they hadn't yet.
Yeah.
Because we're a little bit more genre savvy than these guys are.
Plus, you know, shadows. It's close to the English for shadows.
True.
They speak Japanese.
You gonna get the shining Q-Tama?
Garu's really,
He's taking a beating.
he is seriously pulling ag right now.
He's so fast. I bet your mama's huge. Oh, he's trash talking him up good. Boom. Hello.
Finally!
You did not think this through, Commander. Nice timing anyway.
Captain Numbnuts.
It is more effective, that is true.
One time, in Dungeons and Dragons, I was playing a rogue,
Yep.
and I took this, prestige class called Shadow Dancer. Kind of like this.
Ooh. Loki. Got the shining Q-Tama. Solar mode.
Yes, it's got sun and moon.
Yep. This is such a ridiculous power up.
It looks like bad hair!
It kind of does. What?
The light is directly overhead.
Yep. Are you solar powered?
Apparently.
Ooh. Wow, that really powered up Balance. Wow. This is
What the heck?
Balance just jumped up and spun him around.
Balance is going nuts. I love it.
Okay.
So I guess Garu likes him now. Well, he's white now.
Apparently he can...
Become the White Ranger?
No, it just makes him super shiny enough that he can smash right through a Consumars, which is
It's actually night!
interesting.
He broke the dome.
Yeah.
It's actually night on this side of the planet.
Oh. Now lunar
Flipped
mode.
on its own.
Let's see how what lunar mode does.
Lights up the night.
I guess. Moody star.
I gotta tell you something, the moon is not a star!
This is such a weird Qtaba. Oh, that powers up. Oh,
Garu!
nice.
Oh, look, his chroma... Two separate colored eyes. That's why
Oh,
it's two
okay.
separate.
Oh, that's nice. That's interesting that it's a power-up for Lucky that actually powers up his comrades.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that bull driver that...
Yeah. That's really cool. I like the effect that it has on the others, although I'm still not going to...
Ooh! Both sides!
Now let's see what this one looks
It
like.
says it's going to be a total eclipse.
Okay, it's
It's a giant fireball.
yeah,
Oh, and now the moon.
interesting.
It doesn't look so hot. The Qtama's gone black.
And apparently, utilizing that Qtama shifts his personality a bit, because he was super shiny and then he got super moody. It's the moody star. There we go.
It's not a star.
I know it's not a star, but they refer to themselves as stars. Constellations are also not individual stars. The star is the warrior.
How'd you get out of the hole in the ground?
He just broke out. Did you not just see that?
No, I was busy talking to you about things not being stars.
Yeah. Ryuteo with Balance and Garu.
No, because they're the focus this episode.
Yep.
As they very much deserve to be the shoulders of this.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I do find it kind of cool that the sun and moon specifically affected those two.
It was definitely apt for Garu.
Super Galaxy.
I mean, the whole,
yeah, he's
lupus, lunacy, lunar
Yeah.
thing. Interesting about balance stuff being solar powered.
Well, he's also golden, so maybe that ties into it. Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah, he has a respect for him now. You might seem like a slacker, but you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
He's not a slacker, he just works smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
And everybody's having a lot of fun with what appear to be Jello or ring pops. I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure.
Oh no! Oh no!
What's up?
Naga, did you not see Naga?
I saw him do a smile.
He looked completely confused, and then he smiled.
Hey!
He might be a little jealous of Balance paying too much attention to Garu.
Ooh, what's going on over here? Scorpio.
Can't let them get the Karina Q globe. Find it first. Okay, so Madako's going after the same thing they're going after.
Interesting.
She was like kneeling at his feet, starting to remind me of
Ranger, cute Ranger.
the last iteration of Escape.
Oh, one, oh, cute. ba boop. Oshitama, Oshitama, ba ba boop, ba ba dee ba doo ba doo ba da. Beep ba boop, ba ba dee ba doo ba dee ba doo doo doo. Da ba dee ba doo ba doo ba da. Doo 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 doo. Oh cute, bam bam. Q Q tama, tama tama Q Q dee ba doo ba dee ba doo ba ba dee ba doo. Q Q tama, tama tama Q Q. Beep ba doo ba doo ba dee ba doo. Q Q tama, tama tama Q Q dip ba doo ba dee ba doo ba doo. Q Q tama, tama tama Q Q bip ba dee ba doo ba dee ba dee ba doo. Beep doop ba doo. Oh Q. Little Q Q tama, tama tama Q Q dip ba doo ba doo ba dee ba doo. Q Q tama, tama tama Q Q dip ba doo ba dee ba dee ba doo da da. So oh, we're getting
Space Sheriff Gavin again.
oh
Oh no,
this is the big
movie.
crossover thing. No, it looks like it's going to cross over into the next episode.
But they also appear to have the SPD people.
Yes, that's been a big crossover they've been hyping up for quite some time. I didn't realize it was actually Decaranger.
Decaranger.
Yes.
That's what I was looking for.
I didn't realize it was going to spill over into the show. I thought it was just going to be a movie, but it looks like it's...
That's why I thought it was a movie, but it's going to be... Ooh, that could be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of Gavan, but it'll be interesting to see him and Decaranger getting in on the mix. I'm honestly kind of surprised they still exist in this reality.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. How does that work?
I don't know.
I don't know how that will work with this continuity, but sure, why not?
I mean, they're always crossing dimensions and hopping backwards. And
Yeah.
I mean, Bridge showed up for...
For Once a
Once a
Ranger.
Ranger.
But that was yeah. I'm curious what it'll be here.
So...
But
I don't ask how Deca / SPD gets anywhere. They
we'll see next time. Because I am curious how that'll work in with things. But yeah, this was kind of a nice little breather
I should try
episode.
and do that dance once a day.
Yeah.
I can feel it all through my arms.
Yeah.
Work on that whole upper body strength.
There we go. But yeah, this was a decent little breather episode. It sort of dealt with the fallout of the previous episode, while also connecting things to what'll happen next with discovering the Karina Kyutama.
Did you catch what I was saying about how Madako at his feet was looking an awful lot, looking and acting
Yeah,
like the last
no.
iteration of
Escape.
Of Escape?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, it does look like when she was killed by Scorpio in the previous episode, when she resurrected intensely loyal to him.
Intensely.
Which is interesting.
Maybe that's a property of Madako. Maybe when she's killed, she comes back loyal to whoever killed her last.
No, because otherwise she would have been loyal to Shiorampo after he destroyed her the first time we saw her destroyed. She does seem to come back more subservient each time, though.
Well, that's very much like Escape.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, whoever the first person she sees is when she resurrects.
Imprints? Maybe. I don't know. She seemed to resurrect after he had left with Scorpio. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know why she seems to be more loyal to him at the moment than she is to Don Armage. Because she knows that
I don't know,
he's
maybe
looking
there's like
to
a trope that we're not seeing here because it's a very similar pattern between both of them.
Well,
This
yeah, but that was a
continually
little bit
dead
different.
and continually more subservient.
That was a little bit different with her.
Yeah, well, part of it was him having that card, but still. What I'm saying is I'm wondering if there's a trope that we're not getting due to a
Maybe.
cultural clash.
I don't know.
That some sort of, like, legend of some kind of creature that becomes more loyal the more times you kill it or something.
I don't know.
I mean...
It's very strange.
Because, you know, there's things that we don't get the references to, or we do, but only because we have researched and know things like, you know, Shinigamis and Kappas and stuff.
Yeah. But, yeah, the Sun and Moon Kyutama, they just look ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. They just look ridiculous. They managed to use them in interesting ways, but they are very silly looking.
It was completely black after he took it out the last time. I'm wondering if it has a recharge cycle like the Pixis Kyutama.
Probably.
Because it is kind of like terribly OP.
I'm curious if yes and no. It doesn't really it
Eclipse mode.
Eclipse mode. Well, Eclipse is just a finisher. It's just a good finisher. I wouldn't call it like incredibly OP. I would say that it was incredibly suited to the situation at hand. Is more so the thing. Because this happened to be a monster that was specifically affected by changes in light. For other monsters, it wouldn't be as relevant. Although it does have the advantage of powering up specifically Balance and Garu, much like the Ox Driver power.
Yeah, and Supercharged Balance is... Supercharged Balance is...
Yeah. Now, although I will admit, the fact that they were able to use Lucky as a projectile to destroy Consumars was a little much.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a bit
OP.
That's a bit OP.
And he wasn't even in Eclipse mode at the time.
Well,
it was just the
Eclipse
sun.
mode wasn't really a mode so much as it was just a finisher.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that was a little weird.
Yeah. But also cool. I enjoyed it.
I know people have been complaining a little bit about Lucky getting too many. It's looking like Lucky's getting all the power-ups between this and Mr. Pega, but like
this power-up was a power-up to share, so that makes it superior to Mr. Pega.
And Mr. Pega was also just a horrible thing.
Jacob!
We did it again!
I think we forgot to talk about Mr. Pega last episode.
Maybe. Wow, last episode was really good.
It was really
Needs to be a good episode to make us forget about Mr. Pega. But yeah, these seem to be one-shot power-ups that don't really seem to glorify Lucky so much as just kind of turn him into a human prop, which is kind of amusing.
Well, it's like Lucky becomes an area of effect buff for a specific class.
Yeah.
Of which only one of his party members actually is.
Okay. Which one?
Well, it depends.
Okay.
He's either an area of effect buff for Balance or for Goddard.
Okay. For a moment, I thought you meant more.
Presumably,
more generally.
he would be a area of effect buff for any member of Goddard's species.
That is true.
During the moon cycle.
There were any left.
Yes.
He does seem to be the last of his species.
That's what I'm saying, though, like, because it's got that kind of effect. Of course, they wouldn't be Kyurangers, so they probably wouldn't get that much overpowered, but it would probably still affect them in some way.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm tired.
Come on, it's only 8:25.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. It's been a bit of a week. But I'm should be cool to see. I wonder why. I guess, although they say the Pixis Kyutama is now recharged and ready to locate Karina, it looks like since the next episode is going to be the team-up episode, that's going to be kind of...
That happens, though.
Drawn out a little bit more.
That kind of thing happens, where you go and have a team-up episode and seem to forget the plot for an episode.
Well, they did say that in the next episode the Pixis Kyutama is going to go missing.
Maybe they have to find it.
So that will be how it'll act as a delay. But we are getting into the... I guess we're closing in on... Well, we're not in the... Getting to the end of the first half. We're at least approaching it.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're getting close to the end of this Argo arc. since we're now ready to start looking for Karina. So I'm guessing in another 2-3 episodes we'll have Karina, and then
I like that alliteration.
what?
Argo arc.
Argo arc? Yeah. And then I don't know if Argo will get summoned right away, or if they're going to need to do jump through other hoops. But Argo's got to be a game changer. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's got to be an interesting game changer.
I feel like something we've been seeing in the opening credits must be from Argo.
Yeah?
That thing where they're all standing somewhere and this sort of giant door opens. I've never seen that on Orion.
I think it's supposed to be the like Zord Bay area.
Is it? Okay.
Possibly. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we're mistaken, and that'll actually be something that's part of Argo.
Maybe you're mistaken.
Okay, fair enough.
But if it turns out to be part of the other thing, then I'm mistaken. So.
Yeah. I like that Garu was all upset over Champ, because he's fallen comrade would get him really upset. I like that
he's had enough loss in his life.
I like that he got all fed up with Bounce's seemingly laid back approach to things, which it was basically sort of that cerebral response versus gut response. I think played rather well. Naga and Hemi and Raptor didn't really get to do much.
Spada got to do all.
Spada,
I self-censored there.
Spada, I did so little I forgot to mention him just now. But yeah, Spada and Naga were both kind of non-entities in this episode for the most part, until Spada's like, hey, Pixis is recharged.
And Naga had a weird smile reaction to Balance and Garu that I'm still not sure what that was supposed to mean.
I don't know.
Maybe he was jealous, maybe he's happy. I don't know, because Naga can't do faces.
But I will say at least Raptor and Hammy, although they didn't have much to do character-wise, they were cool looking during the fight. We got to bust out Raptor's wings, which we don't get to see too often. Same thing with Hammy's invisibility. Those are two effects I do like to see in battle whenever possible.
Hammy's got that predator thing going on.
And Raptor's wings are just excellent when they're actually in use. But that was also, I didn't realize at first what they were going for, and I'm like, oh, they're testing to see where the monster's actually coming from, by virtue of, if he's coming from the ground, then he shouldn't be able to get to Raptor. If he's relies on sight, then he shouldn't be able to attack Hammy. So that was some clever
empirical testing.
Yeah. Like we sort of figured out very quickly that he was coming from the shadows, but
again,
that was still sort of an assumption.
Also because his name is Shido.
Yeah, it just worked with the themes of the episode.
And we have the advantage of being natives to the language that they were referencing.
Fair enough.
I mean, if the character was named something similar to Shadow in Japanese, we wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah. I mean, this was I also liked the very brief bit we got with Kotaro and Stinger and Champ.
The kid playing Kotaro is actually really good.
Yeah, he was only in for like a minute or two this episode,
I know,
but he was really good.
Like, he really carried the whole, like, he was his usual happy self, and then they're like, so how are Champ and Stinger? And he had this really serious depth.
Yeah.
When he was talking about how it was, what was going on and how it made him sad and stuff like that. Not just as an actor, but also sort of a wisdom beyond his years thing for the character as well.
I was hoping that when we did get to see stuff going on at headquarters, we'd get to see more of headquarters, but I still like that little scene.
Well, hopefully when Champ is ready to go, maybe Champ and, everyone can go pick him up together.
Yeah.
And get Kotaro as well.
Now, I'm starting to wonder if Scorpio is going to be a major player throughout the rest of the series, or if he's just going for this arc. Because
I don't know.
It does feel very much like this first half of Kyuranger. It has it feels like things are going to change up big time after the first half, which is good for when it becomes a Power Ranger adaptation, which we're kind of assuming.
Yeah, because that'll be 2 seasons.
Yeah.
You put the split right there.
Because it feels like Stinger will be the big boss they defeat once they finally manage to summon Argo.
Go Busters was the same way.
Oh yeah, I know.
Although the plot should be over here, but now you get the whole second half.
Yeah, well, their split point was also a little later. This one looks like it might be a little earlier. Because their split point was around episode 30. Was where, they got their first, when it seemed like the series could be over was episode 30. And then they had their 2-part team up before it really started to resume in episode 33. So it was a little bit later in the season to call it, really a midpoint, even though it did split it up into 2 parts. Whereas this one, we're only on episode 17. So it'll look like probably in the early 20s we'll be defeating. We may end up defeating Scorpio in the early 20s with the arrival of Argo. Because I can't think of really a much better way to emphasize how powerful Argo is going to be than by taking out Scorpio.
Yeah.
And it feels like his arc is moving along at a decent enough clip that, he probably won't be sticking around much past that point. But then again, I don't know. I'm always trying to make these projections in terms of where I think the show's going to go, and I'm curious to see how correct I am. For instance, I ended up being off on saying, when I said before that, this will write, now we're back down to 8 because we just wrote these guys out of the show for a little while, but then we see them in the very next episode.
Yeah.
And if anything,
they got more play than
Spada and Naga.
They're just like.
Although to be fair, like Champ is still not actually back yet. And Stinger didn't say anything. No,
they just got narrated and got really.
But it was a good character
moment. It was good, especially for Kataru.
Yeah. So good on Kataru there, and I like the little, Stinger's Long Deep Night of the Soul going on. But yeah, not like an amazing episode or anything, but a decent, solid breather episode, and it cues things up. Cues things up for what's coming next.
Cues things up.
I really give the girls something to do, though. Come on.
Yeah.
You only have 2 girls on the team. Give them something to do. Raptor gets to yell at Shorampo every now and again. Hemi has still, she's had 2 little backstory bits, but she still has very little by way of character, especially compared to most of the rest of the cast.
Hemi especially needs it, but yeah, Raptor could use it as well.
Yeah. But no, this was at least a good use of conflicting character dynamics that we should be seeing more of in this show. Any other thoughts?
I'm distracted by the cats.
Fair enough. But yeah, I don't think there's too much more to say on this episode. Like I said, pretty light.
Pretty light.
Pretty light. So many puns. So anywho, I guess until next time, farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you.
It's just a little bit of light entertainment.
But